What's happening, guys? This is Cops Most Wanted. Now, this is a post-match reaction. This is a quick roundup of the fixtures from Saturday. This was the main game, Arsenal versus United, that I've got here. They both set up, Arsenal 4-2-3-1 and United 4-2-3-1. Simple as. And so the lineups went as Ramsdale in net, Cedric right back, Ben White, Gabriel in defence, left back Tavares, we'll get back to him. In DMs it was El Neni, and who else was it? It was Xhaka. And we had Smith Rowe on the left, Odegaard in the middle, Saka on the right, and Nketiah up front. And for United, we had De Gea in net, left back Telles, Dalot, right back, whatever his name is. The main news, United fans would have been happy. Slabhead finally took out of the team. Rafael Varane played, and partnered by Lindelof. In DMs, it was Matic and McTominay. Left it was Sancho, Bruno in the middle, and Elanga on the right. And obviously, your boy Ronaldo up front. Now, this game, I say, United are shocking. Can I just say, United are shocking. They got annihilated by us just a few days ago. 4-0 against Liverpool, in case you forgot. But, and I said this to Arsenal, you have nothing to worry about. This United team, they just don't have any fight in them. And when it comes to these main games, when the pressure's on, these players just have zero fight. So as long as you turn up, you can easily turn them over. And Arsenal did. 3-1. Wasn't as easy as a slice of cake, but they made light work of it eventually. They rode a little bit of luck in the end, but they got through it. That's all they had to do, was get the job done. And they did, so congratulations to Arsenal. So yeah. But it was a ridiculous game. That was the main game and of this Saturday fixtures. This is why I've got these two set up on the tactical board. But the rest of the games were kind of boring, to be honest. It was a bit of a letdown. This was the main game, the fight for the top four, rightly so. This was the main one with all the hype around it. And yeah, it built up around the hype. It was a very good game. I did not watch the whole thing. I did watch just bits of it and seen the highlights, so I can't speak too much on it or do a full tactical analysis on this game, unfortunately. But we roll, because this is a Liverpool channel. Mainly I just do Liverpool games. I decided to do just a highlight reel, a roundup of the games that happened on Saturday. And this was the main one, so... United, absolutely shocking. And I predicted this with Arsenal. I said they would be able to do it. Said that in my predictions in my previous videos. And just said it to Arsenal fans in general. Nothing to worry about, like I said. And yeah, United, what can I say? It's funny. It's getting funny. It's so funny, but it's been like this for a while. It's not even funny anymore. It's getting embarrassing. It's embarrassing how United are playing right now. It's crazy. They have literally no fight, honestly. If this was any other game from like the Premier League, I'd say when the Premier League team usually gets defeated, they're always looking to bounce back straight away, get revenge, show what they're about in the next game. They have more fight. But this team have no fight, which is why I said to Arsenal, you have nothing to worry about. And they really didn't at the end. So let's have a see. So what happened in this game? Absolutely, it was a ridiculous game. Absolutely crazy. A lot of things, a lot of topics. And yeah, so let's just start off. So the goals, it ended up 3-1. It was in, no, the first goal. First goal was Tavares. We got the tap in, and then it was Nketiah slightly, you could say, offside, quite crucially, but ended up winning the penalty for it, which Saka took and got the second goal, 2-0. Then Arsenal do what Arsenal do. Ended up, they should have controlled the game and took it onto them, but let United back in. The main guy, Ronaldo, got the goal, which is good for him. I'm happy for him. He probably needed that with everything that's gone on, so that was good. And then to finish it off, Xhaka with the long ranger, the odd long rangers that he does like to pop up with. Yeah, he done one of them again. Yeah, so yeah, this United, I just don't know what to say. They're a really shocking, absolutely poor team. They do need a full-on rebuild. It's not just a full rebuild. Top to bottom of the club needs changing, and Arsenal, Arsenal. What can I say? This guy Tavares, the mistakes that he made again in this game. It's funny to me because I remember at the start Arsenal fans were buzzing over Tavares, absolutely buzzing over him. At one point they even said he's better than Tierney. And not only that, no, it did not stop. No, I have not forgot this, Arsenal fans. Some Arsenal fans said Tavares is not only better than Tierney, he's also better than Andy Robertson. He is the best left back in the league. When he first came in, I just found it ridiculous. I was like, you need to calm down. They always overhype the players straight away. They get a little bit excited. It's just too much. It's too much. You gotta show some respect to the other players that have just been there, done that. And even Tierney, even their own player, they're saying he's just come in and they're saying he's better than him. It's no chance. And now that it's funny that Partey and Tierney got injured, two players got injured, and now Arteta is using that as an excuse, or don't have the same squad, and two injuries. A lot of clubs get injuries. Some clubs get more than that. It's not really an excuse. Anyway, so yeah, Tavares, I think absolutely shocking by probably the worst left back in the league. I cannot lie. Probably one of the worst buys of the season. Also, what's funny, what I also want to mention was United fans as well. I can't let you guys off that easily. At the start of the season, United fans, well, actually most fans, to be frank about it, most fans did laugh about this and make this statement, but mostly it was United fans. And at the start of the season, when Arsenal had that little bad run, they lost their 3 games, were in the relegation zone, hovering over there, and United had Ronaldo back banging in the goals as well. Everything was rosy-dozy and whatever. And with the hype, everything that happened there with United, they thought they was actually going to win the league. And Arsenal were going to get relegated at the start of the season. And how things have changed now. I find that funny to myself. Now they're both fighting for the top 4 compared to the start of the season. I love how the Premier League just builds these stories up. You cannot get this anywhere else. No other sport, honestly. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It makes me laugh, honestly. And United, they're so freaking poor. I don't know if most people realize this, but a lot of people said, Ronaldo need to take him out of the team because he's just basically, you know, he's not doing nothing. He offers very little in the team. He does his job at the end of the day. He does score the goals, whatever, but he does not offer anything else for the team, and that's not good enough in the modern game. In the modern game, there cannot be any passengers. It's not like how it used to be, how you could have one or two creative players or the goal scorer who can just literally you can leave, give them the license to do what they want and just hang around near the opposition and just try and get the goal or wait for the opportunity to create and pounce. But no, now the modern game has changed. Every single player is needed. Every single player is needed to get stuck in because the game is so fast paced and everything is it's a lot different now. It's a lot more different now. Technical, fast paced with the sports science and the recoveries science and everything in the game now. It's all different now. So there cannot be any passengers anymore. So United have made a mistake in getting him there, but then also what United need to realise as well is without Ronaldo, without his crucial goals, I think United would actually be worse off this season than they already are, funnily enough. I think without Ronaldo's winning goals this season in the Champions League and the Premier League, I think United potentially, don't quote me on this, don't get mad people. Yes, I am biased, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I think without Ronaldo and his crucial game-winning goals, United would actually be 9th or 10th even, I think, in my humble opinion. So they really need to sort themselves out from top to bottom. It's crazy how that team has fallen. And to be honest, even the season before, with how Liverpool had the major injuries, literally all centre-backs gone, we had to play midfield in defence. It was a shambles the way everything was going with the injuries and such. That season was basically a write-off for us. I knew we would be back this season. It would change. It wasn't going to be as easy. The competition was back. Chelsea was also come back on the rise with it under Tuchel. So it was always going to be United either get in 4th place or they're going to finish below. I always knew that from the start of the season, but United, they just believed the hype. They got too excited, which is quite funny. Which, yes, now let's just see what else happened in this game. And, well, yeah, I think that is pretty much it to cover. I didn't watch the whole game, so I don't really have too much to say. And the other games, what can I say? The other games weren't as up to scratch. Aston Villa and Leicester, 0-0. Gerrard taking points off Rodgers again. I think he is proven to be the better manager, really, even with everything that has been handed to him. He's only just started with his Aston Villa team. And once he starts, I think next season he could make a bigger impact if he gets the players that he wants. He gets a little bit of a backing, implements things with a whole pre-season. And I think he will do a better job next season. He will have a little bit of improvement. And the other game, what else was there? There was another... who else played? It was... how could we forget? City against Watford. Like I predicted as well in my last video. If you haven't watched that already, go watch that. It was a thrashing, 5-1. I did another game. I did not predict the scoreline, but I did say they would just thrash Watford, steamroll them. Watford, sorry, but relegated. Like I said, Norwich relegated. They also got beat by Newcastle 3-0. They was already at the bottom anyway. They're definitely on the relegated. Watford again relegated. The next position is open. Now we'll find out today, I believe, when I upload this video. Yeah, today. Because it will be Liverpool versus Everton, so we'll see what will happen in that game. Everton to drop points. Burnley could gain a point. They're playing against Wolves, tough game, but I reckon they could get a draw out of that. Burnley could do the Great Escape this season, and Everton could actually get relegated, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. This season is ridiculous. So City thrashing 5-1. Gabriel Jesus, 4 goals. Not 3, 4. Crazy. He's always been like a top quality player. More of like a big game player, I would say, as well. He always does it in the big moments when he's needed. He's kind of like a Drogba. I don't want to throw shade and disrespect. Drogba is the big game moment. He is like one of the best at that, if not the best. But he's in that type of category, not on the same level as Drogba, but he's on that same category, I believe. And yes, that one with the rumours that Arsenal could be getting Jesus. That could be trouble. Like he's a quality player. He can cause problems. And I think Arsenal could become a weapon again. It would be a good replacement for Aubameyang. He's not on the same level as Aubameyang, but in this Arsenal team, I think he could cause issues. He would be a good fit for Arsenal. And Rodri scored a screamer as well. Absolutely, it was a brilliant goal. And then the other main game, the one that I did not put in my predictions, that I did forget about, to be honest, in my other videos, was Tottenham versus Brentford. Another letdown. I did kind of know that. Like, Spurs did a Spursy. What can you say? So they bottled it, but everyone don't go on the bandwagon. Yes, they bottled it, but it's still very close. This top 4 race will still have many twists and turns to go, and that can be something that we need to look out for. Yes, they needed to win. They should have won, but things just doesn't work out like that. This is the Premier League, and they did not take advantage of their situation. Arsenal did. Arsenal are 2 points ahead of Tottenham, I believe, right now, on the same games played in the league. Tottenham do have a better goal difference than Arsenal, but Arsenal are 2 points better ahead. And now it just depends towards the end of the season how things roll. But there's still plenty of twists and turns to go, I believe. So the top 4 is still definitely not over. It is more likely between Arsenal and Tottenham now, this top 4 race. I do believe United are out. They will be finishing 6th, I believe. 6th or 7th, they might even drop out of that, but I think it will be 6th.